For the 34th year, the drama would unfold at Binion's Horseshoe Casino, and the one with the winning performance would walk away with $2.5 million. Hi, everybody. I'm Lon McCarran alongside Norman Chad. And as we look back now at some of the great bluffs throughout the tournament, we begin on day one with last year's fluke champion, Robert Varconi, facing off against former champion and one of the most feared players on the planet, Scotty Wynn.
In 2002, Lon, when Varconi won, he didn't feel the need to bluff all that much. He was getting great cards. But here on day one, defending his title, he bluffed, and bluffed quite well.
The flop comes King, Jack 2. 2 jacks now for Scotty.
Scotty way ahead at this point of the hand. Wow. Varconi with a stone-cold bluff, Lon. He's got nothing, and he's coming out with 1,600. He does not want to see Scotty call.
Scotty weighing the odds, wondering, oh, he's going to go for it.
Oh, that's a dagger to Varconi's heart.
What is he feeling right now? He's got to be panicking underneath that veneer. All right, now here's the turn card. It's a queen of diamonds.
Actually, at this point of the hand, there is no card Varconi can draw on the river which will allow him to win the hand. And they both check on the turn. He is drawing dead going into the river.
It's a 4 of hearts. Now it's up to Varconi. How deep does he want to go?
Oh, wow. He has found the poker courage, the poker heart, to fire another bullet. He's just bet 3,000 on nothing. He's got less than nothing.
He can only hope that Scotty Wynn will fold.
Scotty has a pair of jacks.
He does fold. Robert Varconi takes Scotty Wynn down on a bluff. Scotty Wynn would get his revenge, though.
Okay, I'm done. Good luck, everybody.
A few hands later, he would be the one to eliminate Varconi from the tournament. So once again, there would be no repeat champion.
I expect you to use my chips and win with them, okay? Put them to good use. Thank you. All right.
Well, to be honest, Varconi just doesn't have the air of a champion like a Scotty Wynn, or Dan Harrington, a veteran who knows all the moves, or Phil Hellmuth. 3 champions who know the key to bluffing is the ability to read your opponent.
Every great poker player out there, they all have different style.
This is a partial information game. The more information you acquire that your opponents don't have, that means you have an edge.
I seem to look right into people's souls sometimes. You know, I don't know what it is.
Some is very aggressive. Some is very loose. Some is very tight.
It's the way they move their arms. It's the way they move their face. It's the way they look at me. It's their betting pattern.
I don't want to make it sound like some kind of Zen-like feeling, but in a sense, maybe it's like that.
It all adds up to a story. And I'm very good at reading people's story.
Me, you know, I just take one hand at the time because winning is everything.
You know, bluffing is not for just when you have nothing. Sometimes you want to just intimidate your opponent, or you want to make your opponent think that indeed you have everything. And former champion Phil Hellmuth did this quite masterfully on day 2 in this hand against Tony D.
15.
And Tony does come back over the top of Phil. He's in command of the hand. He has 3 jacks. Phil just with 2 pair.
And that is going to force Phil out of his seat.
Yeah, well, Phil pretty much likes to be the table captain. He likes to be the intimidator, the man who controls the action. So he stands up, hitches the belt, says, what, you going to raise me? Maybe now I'm going to fold. Who knows? Only a 7 on the river would give Phil Hellmuth a victory here. That would give him a 7's full house over jacks. When Phil asks that question, it's another one of his favorite intimidation maneuvers.
40 something, almost 45, 40 to 45. You want me to count?
It's like he puts the other guy in the defensive.
I'm raising.
Oh,
wow.
That is a gutsy play from Phil Hellmuth.
He apparently is putting Tony D on a draw of some type, or maybe he thinks Tony D is bluffing because he's raising into the much better hand.
The action to Tony D now. And he throws away 3 jacks and a $60,000 pot based on Phil Hellmuth's re-raise. That was monster. Coming up later, you'll witness the bluff of the century. But next, Scotty Nguyen gives a clinic on how to win while bluffing. Have you ever lost your stack of chips to a bluff? Well, here are 3 things to look for to find out if your opponent is leading you astray. Welcome back. We saw Scotty Nguyen get taken down on a bluff on day 1, but later in the tournament, he gave us textbook examples on how to bluff. We begin with a hand against Sam Farha, picking up the action after the flop with Farha in a commanding position. We go to the turn card. It's a queen. That's a long shot considering there are already at least two queens gone.
And that makes Sammy Farha a big favorite now as he gets a pair of queens and Scotty Nguyen still just with ace high.
So Sammy Farha going to bet $30,000, and it's to Scotty Nguyen.
Scotty will call, and he's going to need an ace on the river.
Nope, it's a 3 of clubs, and you see the check mark. Farha has the best hand should they both stay in it.
And he has bet quickly. Wow.
Oh, it goes from 181 to 241, the pot size.
And a bold move by Scotty Nguyen. He's trying to buy the pot right now. He just has ace high, and he's hoping to drive out Sammy Farha with that raise.
A lot of dialogue in those smirks.
Got a big hand and a big draw, I told him.
Farha gives it up.
Oh, and the bluff works for Scotty Nguyen.
And Scotty shows his hand to the crowd.
Your hand cannot beat this.
What is it?
Don't show.
Oh, but he doesn't want Sammy Farha to see his cards.
Not a player is different.
All right, Scotty. We're going to war, buddy. We're going to war.
His war with Farha was a good one, but his battle with Humberto Brenes was an even better bluff for Scotty Nguyen.